The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com and find us on Twitter and Facebook.
Hello, and welcome back to Pokemon Adventures in the Millennium. When we last left our heroes, they had... What did they do? Did we do a big fight? We did a big fight in a tunnel.
We had a big fight in the tunnel, which would have been 2 episodes ago, more or less.
Yes. You would do so. You would, when we last left you had just finished the big fight in the tunnel, and you managed to come out the other side fairly unscathed. A good chunk of your Pokemon evolved. And you just had a nice little relaxing day in...
Celestic Town.
I'm sorry?
Celestic Town.
Celestic Town. It's a town full of mostly old people. Let's see. There was an old lady who had an antique shop that Julian helped get down from a very tall ladder, and she gave a rare candy to Eric, and he evolved and crushed Julian. Julian is now dead.
I'm now playing a character named Julian.
Belle found some fun new stuff at the ruins.
Yes, more.
And then the three of you also spotted Hannah Lee, who is hiding out alongside Cameron, because they are humans, and they're trying to get to the bottom of whatever the hell is going on with Logos. Ashley has gone off into the wilderness to try and find the founder Ava Logos because she believes that Ava is also a human. And now y'all are headed into Hearthome for... It's Hearthome. It's big.
It's a big city!
Bright lights in the big city. And yeah, now you're being pulled over by Gabe's parents because he forgot to text them after the Ghost Zone told him he was adopted, and then he almost died because robots from the future announced their big eugenics plan. And then
a lot of things happened, okay?
So, the group of you land just outside of Hearthome. Gabriel's parents dismount from their Pelipers and immediately run up to Gabe, and they give him a great big hug. And then your mom grabs you by the shoulders and starts shaking you. Why did you call us? Why did you text us? You didn't do anything. We didn't even see a picture. We didn't hear hide nor tail of you since that whole thing. And you, asked us if we were adopted or anything. And we said, we're going to meet you in Eterna. And then you were in Eterna. And then Eterna exploded. And we were there helping clean up. And you thought, surely Julian will also be here.
Yeah, I was there.
And we thought, surely, Gabriel will also be here helping to clean up, and maybe you were, maybe you weren't, we don't know, we didn't hear from you, and because we kept on sending you texts, and you never replied, and you never called, and what the hell has you been doing?
I think my Pokedex was on silent.
Son, it's been 3 days.
Okay, well... That's...
You could have died! And your dad just starts weeping.
What happened is a whole kettle of carp.
Magikarp?
Yes. So, this may be hard to believe, but after Eterna, our party, just was magically transported away from Eterna City.
That actually is the truth. We got teleported. But, I mean, teleportation isn't exactly, a new thing. This has been well known for many years.
Well, yeah, everybody knows that magic is real.
Yeah.
Suffice to say, I guess what has happened is we've been enlisted to assist in this whole logo situation is the cut and the short and long and short of it. A lot has happened since Eterna, and I did mean to get back in touch with you. You are a priority.
Are you? We're a priority. Sophie, he says we're a priority. Oh, now, dear, calm down. Obviously, there's been a lot. Now, let's backtrack. Where were you magically teleported to?
To a group, I guess, of people that feel that we are capable of conducting a special operation, I guess. I'm still wrapping my mind around it myself.
Long and short of it is we got teleported to Orberg, and we're apparently chosen ones.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the first time there have been chosen ones in the world.
Oh, that's a common thing.
Yeah, apparently.
Some people are just blessed. # blessed.
So where did you go after Orberg? Yeah, we're gonna breeze right past that, Gabriel. Your friends are not very cool.
Ouch.
Belle seems fine. Belle seems fine because she hasn't said anything cringe. Belle hasn't posted cringe, as far as I can tell. Have you, Belle?
Defensiveness.
I don't know what to say other than we went through a tunnel and we didn't have any Pokedex service.
You got stabbed?
Look,
did anyone else get stabbed?
I'm fine. I'm now just kind of sort of quasi-immortal. From what I understand, I'm kind of like the Doctor now.
Me and Gabe got burned. Yo, show your arms.
Oh, well, they got better.
Ah!
Well, I see my back.
No. Oh, these would have been great things to hear about. From our son, who presumably spent time in a hospital. I would have loved to know. I mean, I don't enjoy hearing my son is in the hospital, but it would have been nice to know that when he was in the hospital, that he was thinking of his dear old mom and
he
dad.
Probably was. He's a good kid. Good head on his shoulders.
I just gotta say, for the listeners, they are totally missing out on all of Tanner's really great head bobs.
The facial journey that Tanner's going through right now is truly remarkable.
Suffice to say, it has been a roller coaster, and I didn't have a lot of time to register everything until just recently. And there's still a lot of things to process.
I imagine so. Now, to be fair, we had also been in contact with Gentian, who contacted you, and you did respond to one of his texts. So, it's just good to know that it's Gentian up here, your mother and father, subterranean.
I'll make it up to you. But what I said is true.
You'll be definitely be making it up for us. I am talking mowing the lawn, shoveling the driveway, brushing the sand out of the crevices of the rock-type Pokemon.
Oh, no.
You're lucky that your mother and I are understanding, and we will let you save the world before we begin your grounding. Think of it as a grounding on layaway. And we might consider alleviating some of the punishment if you agree to actually call us once in a while.
Okay, I will.
And we're serious about this. We don't care where the magical teleportation takes you. Whether it's Orberg, or the top of Mount Coronet, or some kind of black hole anti-universe, you text your mother.
Do we get reception in the black hole universe?
I suppose we'll have to go back and find out.
I wonder if there's 3 bars in there.
Gabriel, have you already been to a black hole anti-universe?
I've been to the ghost zone.
Oh God, he died, Sophie. He died.
He didn't.
No, not really. I bring out Undertaker. No, it was an accident from my friend here,
Ninja,
who's got his cape on now. I was unaware of this little buddy's ability. If you look at his back, and yeah, that was a whole adventure,
which is now covered with his robe or jacket,
the human-sized trench coat. Son, we love you, and we understand you've been through a lot, but please try to retain some manner of a self-preservation instinct.
I'll try to make sure I look after myself so I can continue looking out for others.
And you two, you better not be a bad influence on little Gabriel.
They're talking to us, right?
Yes, I'm talking about the two of you getting stabbed and getting burned and getting chosen by destiny.
Listen, we didn't choose to do any of that. That was actually more on Belle, because she pissed off a real mean lady.
Just because I pissed off a
psycho
team leader,
a psycho,
back in like middle school.
Let's not mince words here. She's got some problems.
I'm trying to pantomime to you guys.
Tone
it down.
Ignoring that.
Look, if anything, it's Julian and I who are in more trouble than your son.
What kind of trouble?
Well, as I said, I am former friends with the head of Team Astro.
What?
Look, we knew each other as children. Like, I didn't expect her to turn out this bad.
How?
She was an okay kid. I thought at worst she would just, be a petty criminal.
Just a petty criminal. She's just a petty criminal, Sophie. Our son hang out with the teen delinquent and the Instagram rapper.
I don't make the raps, I make the beats.
He doesn't even make the raps.
Hey, would it be any better if I said that, like...
His lyrics game is trash.
I don't know, I'm practically the child of Lieutenant Surge? He basically adopted me?
Oh, we love kids who get adopted. Oh, right, that's the other reason we were supposed to be here.
Yes. Immediately jumping on this to try to change the subject.
Oh...
Gabe?
Going back to the ghost zone.
Here, Belle, we probably should just let them be for a bit. Let's just go on ahead. Hi, it was nice seeing you, Mr. and Mrs. Charleston.
You know what?
Yes,
Rocksteady's probably
please.
really hungry right now.
Oh, I'm starving.
Please, I suggest you just leave for the foreseeable future without speaking to us. Make much like Gabriel did earlier.
Ouch.
Your dad's been through a lot the past few days.
I'm sorry for putting you through what was probably a terrible experience by my silence.
Well,
but I've this particular topic, amongst everything else, kind of rattled me, and I wasn't sure how to process this and come to terms with it. Be it true
That's fair. If we're making apologies, and I suppose we should also apologize for not telling you sooner, it's not like we were ashamed of you being adopted or we wanted to keep it a secret from you forever. We never really knew how best to tell you, simply because, look, if we had gotten you from an adoption agency, or if someone had just left you in a basket on our doorstep, then that would be understandable. I mean, it wouldn't be fortunate, the latter, necessarily, but it's something that happens. But you were found, like, abandoned on a nigh inaccessible cave on a cliffside. But we're assuming you know that because you mentioned the ghost zone, and that can be funky, timey shenanigans.
Yes. I recall that exact cave and being dropped off there.
It's a situation that happens. I mean, at least you've experienced it now instead of in college.
And I suppose this had to be revealed one time or another, but I understand your reasoning to not burden me with it until you were sure I was, in a position to accept it.
I mean, we were hoping that it wouldn't even be a burden necessarily. It's just an oddity. We wish we could give you some kind of hint as to where you're from or why you were left there, but there wasn't a note, there wasn't anything. I heard you crying, and so I got up there as best I could, and we found you, and we figured there wasn't anyone else around. We always wanted kids. Why not catch two pigeons with one Pokeball?
At that moment, I bring them in for a group hug, and I say, regardless of who my birth parents are, you will always be my mom and dad.
And you'll always be our little Gabe. My little Gaby baby. He's all grown up.
Oh, yes. So there isn't any other information? Was there anything left with me, possession-wise, when you found me, or?
No, nothing.
I guess I should probably see if, I would like to know what circumstances put me in that position.
I mean, we would love to know as well, but we've told you everything, I'm afraid. You were just left there, wrapped in swaddling clothes. It was a very... Wait, hang on. Does Moses exist in the Pokemon world?
Like
in other podcasts, Poke religion is a thing, so I wouldn't mind going down this road.
It was extremely Moses and
the Church of Our Lady Wobbuffet.
Jesus, son of Arceus.
Shout out to Pokemoms.
And he had his Pokemon cast waterfall to part the sea.
Actually, no. You know what? No, I'm not comfortable bringing Pokemon religious equivalents into this. Just because it's weird in a setting where you can catch and raise God as your pet.
Fair.
Truly, any fantasy setting where you can high-five a deity.
I believe it's heresy if you catch a god and try and raise it as your pet.
Well, how about this? There's other myths and legends about magical babies being found in weird places. Like there's Princess Kaguya, who was found in a bamboo stalk, and Momotaro.
Gabriel, you were very much our little moon princess. Except instead of being a tiny baby inside a bamboo stalk, you were a normal-sized baby inside a cave during a thunderstorm. So really, you were nothing like the moon princess.
Thanks,
the one kid raised in the Zardoz head.
The Pokeball is good. The penis is evil. Fortunately, in Pokemon World, we can say whatever we want, and that's why Zardoz does not exist here.
Also, I'm sorry, but I'm just imagining that, like, Gabe's parents are very obviously, like, a different race from him. It never got brought up.
I'm almost certain that at some point, maybe this didn't happen, maybe they just thought about it really hard, but I'm pretty sure at some point I asked you two to roll an insight check on Gabe's parents, and you both completely failed.
It's like, Gabe, you're kind of like a lot different.
Gabe, you're different. Yeah, my mom says that's what makes me special.
Miracle baby. It's a very strange recessive gene. Oh my god, who told you? Easy A is a great movie.
All right.
I trust that that's all the information you have. I have no reason to believe that you are hiding anything else. But
Roll an insight check.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That really is everything.
All right, but,
this is a zone of truth.
Zone of truth. No, on a brighter note, come out, Claw. And I bring him out.
Corky.
He's finally evolved.
Oh my goodness, Claw evolved. Oh, my little boy, he raised you to be such a strong crab. And your dad gives Claw a big hug.
Watch how you push him around. He's still working with the claw.
Truly, I've given you all the fatherly wisdom I could. Oh, except never go to the ghost zone while high. I don't know anything about that. Just don't do it. I certainly don't have experience with that.
I feel like if this were the anime, Belle and Julian would slide into the background with that skeptical face.
Don't worry, sweetie. I'll tell you all about how me and your dad met later.
What?
But what I'll do is, over the next little while, I'll catch you guys up and use my and actually message you regularly about the goings on and make sure.
Set a reminder on your phone.
Okay, I'm doing it right now.
All right, good. Now that all the serious topics are out of the way, what are you kids up to?
Well, Belle and Julian are kind of gone right now.
Okay, how about this? What are Belle and Julian up to right now?
There's a dude with a Mr. Rhyme, and the Mr. Rhyme is tap dancing, and Julian's just standing there like, yeah, this is the best thing. This is the best thing I've done all day. It's completely enthralled.
Bella's hungry and has gone to the closest Pokemart that's open at, like, I'm assuming it's late.
It's not that late. Like, the sun was setting as you flew in, so I'm gonna say, let's see, this is 45 days after you started, and it was spring, so summer. So actually, it probably is late then. So
Still
it's probably
late.
like 9. It's 9, so it's not super late. Like, it's late enough that some people are going to bed, but it's also early enough that most restaurants are still open, and there's a vibrant
and also
party.
Like,
this is...
I'm assuming that Sinnoh is far enough north that, like, 9 p.m. at night, it's still kind of light out.
Yeah, but this is also like in the middle of summer, and again in the millennium year, the thousandth year anniversary.
year.
And this is basically the twin to Jubilife, so this is just as poppin' as Jubilife has been when you guys were down there.
Okay. My main point is she's going to the equivalent of the Circle K to get some food because goddamn she's hungry.
There's two guys sitting outside the Circle K, and they've got like school textbooks open.
What you doing?
Oh, hey, we're just trying to study for our history project for summer school. We got held back a year, so we have to try and ace this so that we don't get held back a year.
Huh. Okay.
Hey, do you know the name of the guy who starred the Big War in Kalos?
I want to say his name was like AZ? AZ?
Oh yeah, that was his name! Excellent! And the two of them do an air guitar, and you can hear it in your head.
And yeah, Bella goes in and just buys like your regular junk food that's like empty calories, but it fills her up.
Nice. My favorite food group, carbs. Oh right, Julian was with the busking Mr. Rhyme.
Yeah.
Belle, okay, you got your food. Roll a perception or an occult.
Let's see, what is
There's
my
something
occult say?
funky
Woohoo!
about that about that telephone over there.
Okay, so that is 9, 10, 15?
Was that with perception or occult?
Occult.
Okay. So as you're eating your king-size Kit Kat chunkus,
We gotta have some poke names for these candies, man. We gotta figure that out.
Kit Kitty or Kit Skitty? Kit Scat. Kit Skitty sounds cuter.
Yeah,
Kit
you're
Skitty
eating a
sounds
king-size Kit Skitty. It's actually it's a Del Kit Kat. So you step out and you're looking. So the thing about Hearthome is that a lot of the streets are cobblestone, and a lot of these cobblestone streets date back to ancient times. And you look out on the cobblestone streets and you see that like in this little courtyard area in front of the Circle K, they don't quite match the usual pattern. Some things are off. It almost looks like they were supposed to form some kind of picture long ago. Maybe the paint is faded or something. And there's something that draws you to like the center cobblestone that was like diamond shape amongst all of these other random shapes. This is a perfect diamond.
Huh. That's really weird, so Belle walks out to it.
What do you do with it?
She looks and probably takes out the Pokedex to take some pictures.
I mean, it seems pretty innocuous. It's just something about it draws you towards it.
Well, she looks down and maybe starts tapping it with her foot, maybe trying to dislodge it or something.
As soon as you tap it with your foot, it glows a bright blue. And right in front of you, this figure appears. Humanoid, but completely covered in armor. They have what looks like some kind of high-tech motorcycle helmet on their top of their head, and their hand looks like a frickin' Mega Buster, and they've got like a jetpack.
What the fuck?
And it makes a noise that sounds like a computer dial-up. It hoists its cannon in one hand and like aims it around, and it makes a motion that looks like it fires off a few shots. And then it runs and it passes directly through you.
Whoa.
And if you turn around, you can see that like it's gone past you and is now like looking around other parts of the courtyard. It fires off a few more shots, and then it looks like it gets hit with something, and then like from the jetpack a pair of wings extend, and it flies off into the air, and then as it's flying off, it just fades away.
What the fuck?
And then the two guys turn to you, and then they turn to each other. Fred, strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Then Julian walks over like, "Oh, hey, Fred. Hey, Will."
Oh, sweet, it's Julian from Pokestagram!
Yeah!
Hey, will you listen to our demo album?
No!
Oh, most unbodacious.
I'm just joking, boys. Like, give me that shit.
Excellent!
I'm gonna add that to my key items. Oh, well, what's the Pokemon equivalent of the wild stallions?
What other horse Pokemon are there other than Rapidash?
Zebstrika?
So it's the wild Zebstrikas, but spelt with a Y. I don't know if it's originally spelled with Y, but it is now. 2 Ys. It's ZYBSTRYKYAS.
So, after having Mega Man go through me,
Super fighting robot?
Super fighting robot.
Some Boba Fett looking motherfucker.
some Boba Fett looking motherfucker, yeah. Useless son of a bitch. Honestly, he was a terrible bounty hunter.
Hi, welcome to our new podcast, all about how overrated Boba Fett is.
Mando is a much better
It's all about Jango
bounty
Fett.
hunter in every way, shape, and form.
Mando.
Belle's kind of like doing the whole, huh? What? Okay, they're setting up with that stone. And she's also got like her groceries, basically.
Angrily points at it with a baguette.
She's gonna like crouch down and see if she can like get this stone out, or if it even still there.
The stone is still there. It's not glowing, but it's like it was restored, and it's now like a shiny metallic blue.
Well, take a few pictures. Gotta send those to Damien, and then she's gonna see if she can get this out.
I'm gonna say that getting this out will take either occult or focus.
That is my focus. My focus is too. So I'm gonna go with the occult. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Alright, it takes you a bit because you can't quite get your fingers in it, but eventually you're able to like get under a lip and pry and pull it out. And you pull it out and it is basically not... what are shapes? It's like, it's diamond. It's the diamond equivalent of a cylinder. Am I making sense?
Okay, so it would have like 4 sides on top,
So
4
it's
sides on
a
the bottom.
diamond face and a diamond face. It's diamond face and diamond face, and then just straight across one another. So it'd be it's a rectangular prism, but it's a diamond. Am I
May as
making
well just
sense?
call it like we may as well just call it a prism.
Yeah, it's a prism.
Okay. Huh. What are you? Hey, Julian!
Sableye.
No, not you.
What's up? I'm gonna roll like Tech Ed on it? It looks like a rock.
Sure, roll some tech ed.
Ooh, I got a Snake Eyes and a 2. That's a 4 with 3 dice.
So okay, well I'll tell you this. It's either it's definitely a rock, or it's technology so advanced that it is indistinguishable from a rock.
I think I got one more. I can burn a skill monkey here. So I'm gonna re-roll that. A little bit better. 8?
It's a rock.
Yeah, that's a rock.
Huh, I figured. It's a weird rock. Some hologram Boba Fett motherfucker ran through me. Fighting stuff, so it's probably like some sort of recording of something.
I have no idea what's going on. Let's keep that rock, though. See what happens.
Add to your inventory, Boba Fett rock. And we'll say that this is around the time where Gabriel and parents show up as well.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, things are well.
So, Chosen One, how's it feel being adopted?
I mean, it's a discovery, but that doesn't really change anything with what I already have experienced. So, it has only added mystery.
Can't get enough of that, can you?
Yeah, stacked on top of the mystery upon mystery that's handed on our laps on a daily schedule.
So, gang, what's the plan of action tonight? Is there like a stand with brochures on what's new in tourism Hearthome? What can you do in the city of Hearthome?
Well, I'll tell you what you can do in the city of Hearthome. You could visit the Pokemon fan club, which is currently closed. You could watch contest professionals throw down in the Super Contest Hall at Hearthome Stadium.
Oh.
Ooh, cool.
You could visit Amity Square, which is a beautiful place to walk with your Pokemon, founded by generous donations from Mr. Backlot. You can visit the local bakery.
This sounds like it has a lot of awesome places for me.
You could go to... Oh, right, there's a church here.
We were trying to avoid religion, weren't we?
But this is a canonical religion. It's called the Foreign Building.
It's just straight up Catholicism.
There is also the Pokemon Hotel.
I mean, we should probably find somewhere to sleep sometime tonight. Probably check that out sometime tonight.
What do we want to do? Because there's always going down to Astoria.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, Gabe, you have business out there, right?
Wait, do I?
Yeah, remember, son, Gentian sent you a message asking you to come down as soon as you could?
Oh, right. Yes, completely didn't forget.
So we could probably just head out there tomorrow morning, how about?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
All right, if you're leaving tomorrow morning, then I suppose me and your mother will see ourselves out now. Clearly, you have a handle on things, and with the help of your friends, the three of you are... Well, you seem great. He's just being stuck up. You three really are great, and we can really tell that you all look out for each other.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
This is true.
We got this. I'll keep in touch.
Yes, we know you will.
You see, Gabe, me and Belle have the perfect excuse if Belle doesn't really have talk to anyone in her family because they're all like kind of split up, and mom, and dad are missing. You don't have an excuse.
But then again, you do have two sisters that you could talk to.
I do talk to them. I've done more than you. I've talked to your parents.
Okay. So you're not doing anything else tonight. You're going right to Pokemon Center, getting some rooms, and...
I assume the Pokemon Hotel would be like a whole thing, right?
Yeah, the Pokemon Hotel is like fancy. You have to pay to stay there. It's not the free lodging that the Pokemon Center provides.
But they have a continental breakfast, which is really kind of worth it. But I'm down for just staying at the Pokemon Center.
Like, at least with the Poke Center, you don't have the whole rigmarole of having to, do this and do that, and it's more expensive.
I want to check out the Super Contest Hall. I imagine that this time of night there might be some sort of event going on that I can watch and kind of see other people at their craft.
All right.
I'll go with Gabe on that.
All right. So the three of you head down to the Super Contest Hall. There's a decent crowd outside, but when you go outside, there's even more people in there. And you can hear some kind of event going on inside, and you can see it like projected onto the screens. You see a group of 5 Pokemon all standing like on the stage, and they're all doing moves. You see a while who like unleashes a huge glowing biting attack with its big old jaws on the back of their head. You see a Beartic that unleashes a flurry of snowflakes all over the place. You see Zarina do a massive drop kick and just slam a wooden board in half. And everyone's going wild for these amazing, astonishing moves. All the judges are clapping and like giving big scores, and the audience is going wild. You can see several people there commanding their Pokemon as well. One of them does stand out because they look like, fashion-wise, a combination of Jareth the Goblin King and Yami Bakura from Yu-Gi-Oh!, but all lavender.
Whoa.
Oh.
And the camera zooms in on them, and they're wearing a very bored, very tired expression. And the caption on the bottom says that this is in fact Lynn, who is not only a master Pokemon coordinator, but also the current Hearthome gym leader.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Ah.
So, are we gonna sit in on a contest, or are you gonna enter something, Gabe?
I imagine we might be coming back here, but yeah, I'm just kind of seeing what the competition's looking like here, contest-wise. Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind just watching whatever's going on here, and then call it a night from there for me. I don't think there's anything else to do tonight.
So you continue watching the contest, and it rotates around to Lynn, and Lynn has a large feminine Pokemon with like, it looks like a witch's hat on top, and it goes like blue, pink, all the way down. And Lynn,
Pokedex.
diddly-dee, Hatterene, the silent Pokemon. If you're too loud around it, you risk being torn apart by the claws on its tentacle. This Pokemon is also known as the Forest Witch.
Ooh, that's a brave choice to throw into a stadium.
And you watch as Lynn very casually, very boredly pulls out like a pink crystal and tosses it to the Hatterene, and the Hatterene glows and unleashes this massive, like, sparkly blast that you can even, like, you see this on the screen goes completely bright pink, and then you see a bright pink light shine from further in the building as well, and, like, even get hit with a scent of, is that peppermint?
What?
Nice.
And then when all the pink mist clears and the light fades, all the other competing Pokemon are just sitting there dazed and like covered in a pink film, and the Hatterene and Lynn are both just standing there like, another victory, I suppose. Oh well.
Real even keel, aren't they?
What was that crystal? That was a freaking that just exploded. I don't know if it was all because of that item there or not, or if it was from the Pokemon itself.
That'd be a Pokemon education role then?
Probably.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna try to discern that. Special T. Oh, dropped the dice.
So Gabe, almost right after you wonder aloud what that strange crystal is, it clicks in your head, oh, that must be a Z crystal. Those are special crystals from the Alola region that massively power up a Pokemon's move.
That's what I'm facing up against. Ooh. I'll have to look into that. I think I got a good idea of what I'm looking up against here. And I should probably... if you guys want to eventually take on this gym, you should be careful, because that crystal she used will power up moves immensely.
I remember hearing about Z crystals. I don't have one, but I know they pack a punch.
Alright, I guess we'll have to keep an eye out on our journeys. Or at least try to find a way to combat such a power. You guys want to do anything?
Well, I had a bit of a weird encounter, so... Actually, that reminds me. Sends the photos off to Damien like, what the fuck?
And you send you don't get a red for a little bit, so it's safe to assume that he's currently occupied, and hopefully he'll get back to you later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Gabe, I wouldn't mind taking on one of these contests. Because, I mean, DJ Bowser kind of like them, so, I mean...
Yeah, I could see the similarities.
Yeah. I think it might be worth a shot at. Also gives y'all a chance to, catch up on my badges.
I mean, if you combine my badges and my ribbons, I'm pretty up there.
Yeah, you got 6 little things. I got 6 badges, and Belle has 5 badges. Ugh, but it's getting late, so I'm tired. Let's go to bed.
Yeah, I suppose it's time. Get some shut-eye.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the 3 of you head to the Pokemon Center, get your rooms, and tomorrow morning we'll depart to Pastoria.
Pokemon Adventures in the Millennium is a super fun network podcast. To stay updated on other SFN shows, follow us on Twitter at RealSFN and follow the Pokemon Twitter at PKMN_Millennium. You can follow Tanner at Sparky Upstart, Lindsay at LindsayM476, Ryan at Vagabond Haunted, and Duncan at Cloudhead Duncan.
We are farmers.
Dum
Bum,
dum
bum,
dum dum dum.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I'm Professor Hickory, and I'm here to tell you about... Wait, what's this creature doing here?
Issa, come back. Sorry, Professor. I gotta get Issa. Issa! Beep, beep, beep!
Well, anyway, I'm researching some abnormal Pokemon that have recently been found in the Johto region, and
Oh, sorry. Oh, jeez, I forgot how small this door is for my pecs. Hickory, do you know where my shirt is? Jovi stole it while I was at the
no, I
beach.
don't.
Dang it! I'll just look around here.
Well, anyway,
Wannabe, please put your shirt back on. Oh my, you left it at the beach again.
I didn't do that. Jovi stole it.
Whatever, just put on the shirt, man.
All right, jeez.
Issa.
Okay, I remember. Never put my shirt on when I'm at the beach. Jeez.
looks like these are the trainers you'll be following.
I'm Patry.
I'm Paxton.
I'm Wannabe.
And I'm everyone else.
We're the Reckless Rollers. Follow our heroes every Wednesday as they journey through Johto, 30 years after the events of Heart Gold and Soul Silver.